Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, honourable colleagues. I remain Omosede G Egbinedion, representing the people of Ovia Northeast and Ovia Southwest Federal Constituency, Edo State. I rise to move a motion on the urgent need to investigate the mismanagement, executive lawlessness, and financial misappropriation in the Lake Chad Basin Commission. The House is aware that Nigeria, alongside Chad, Niger, and Cameroon, is a founding member of the Lake Chad Basin Commission, which was established in 1964 to, among others, manage in a sustainable and equitable manner the Lake Chad and other trans-boundary water resources. Also aware that in its resolve to achieve this laudable objective and mandate of the Commission, Nigeria has continuously made financial contributions to the Commission running into billions of naira. Notes that the Lake Chad Basin Commission has in recent times witnessed unprecedented financial misappropriation, mismanagement, and executive lawlessness to the extent that disobedience to statutory organs of the Commission, like the Council of Ministers and Forum of Chiefs of Defense Staff, is rampant. And this is capable of derailing the Commission from achieving its mandate. Further aware that various contracts for the supply of furniture and other items have been awarded, mostly to nations of the other member countries without regard to due process and extant rules of the Commission. Equally aware that both Nigeria and its citizens are being disfavored in the execution of projects and in terms of promotions and appointments, thereby jeopardizing and compromising the interests of Nigeria. Concerned that if what is going on in the Commission is not investigated, the survival of the LCBC as an institution and the realization of the multinational joint task force to which Nigeria has committed so much resources cannot be guaranteed. Resolves to mandate the Committee on Lake Chad to organize an investigative hearing on Lake Chad Basin Commission with a view to addressing the challenges of mismanagement, executive lawlessness, and financial misappropriation to save the institution from imminent collapse and report back to the House within 2 weeks for further legislative action. I so move. Speaker, honourable colleagues, the mandate of the Lake Chad Basin Commission is to sustainably and equitably manage the Lake Chad and other shared water resources of the Lake Chad Basin, to preserve the ecosystems of the Lake Chad Basin, to promote regional integration, peace, and security across the basin. The member countries fund the Commission's annual budget, with Nigeria contributing the largest percentage of 52%, while Cameroon, Chad, Niger, the Central African Republic contributing just 26%, 11%, 7%, and 4% respectively. Mr. Speaker, honourable colleagues, ironically, Nigeria, the biggest financial contributor to the Commission, has in recent times been marginalized, especially in the execution of projects such as the Interbasin Water Project, the Lake Chad Basin Initiative, and the Sustainable Development Program of the Lake Chad Basin. 52 years ago, the Lake Chad Basin Commission exuded so many promises for the future of its member nations when it was established by its founding fathers, including the late Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. But alas, today, the Commission is experiencing unprecedented financial misappropriation, mismanagement, and executive lawlessness, to the extent that the disregard to statutory organs of the Commission is rampant. More debilitating is that the Nigerian people do not feel the impact of the Commission's policies. Their policies' economic designs seem banal, blank and prefer little or no solutions to real problems of member nations. Derelictions of official duties, unresponsiveness, poor policy implementation, etc., are the bane of the Commission. Mr. Speaker, honourable colleagues, apart from the mismanagement and financial misappropriation in the Commission, Nigeria and Nigerians have been marginalised in the execution of projects, as various contracts for the supply of furniture and other items have been awarded mostly to nationals of other countries without regard to due process and the extant rules of the Commission. Mr. Speaker, honourable colleagues, we must act speedily because the Nigerian interest appears to have been jeopardized and compromised. I therefore, by this motion, invoke the spirit of Section 19A of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which provides that the foreign policy objectives of the Federal Republic of Nigeria shall be protection and promotion of national interest. Finally, I hereby urge this hallowed House to mandate the House Committee on Lake Chad to organize a 2-day investigative hearing with a view to addressing the challenges of mismanagement, executive lawlessness, financial misappropriation, to save the institution from imminent collapse. I so move.
Okay. This is a straightforward motion, just calling for investigation. When the report is ready, then we can properly debate the matter. So I'll put the question. Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against it say nay. Ayes have it.